So today is the 1st of February, and in addition to being my niece Lorna's birthday, happy birthday Lorna, and 2 days later it's going to be my nephew Miles's birthday, happy birthday Miles. Today is National Chocolate Day, and what are you doing about that? I'm doing my best. I've been drinking one of these Viva La Viva. It is a Mexican chocolate peanut butter flavored stout, 7.5% strength, very good, quite sweet. If you like that thing, yum yum, you should get one. Also, probably later on today, I will have some of this dark chocolate with chili in it, which is quite tasty. I'm really trying here, but I'm going to have a cocktail as well. But really, I should have made this cocktail yesterday, because yesterday was National Brandy Alexander Day. And Brandy Alexander is this, well, the original Alexander was not a Brandy Alexander. In the old days, it was made with gin. But the Brandy Alexander became quite popular. Originally, it was the Alexander #2, but because it used brandy instead of gin, became known very popularly as a Brandy Alexander. Funnily enough, it was John Lennon's favorite cocktail. And I have fantastic memories of drinking a version of this. And it must have been around about 1989 or so, I'm guessing, because for some reason I had a bottle of Metaxa, of Greek brandy, that I'm assuming that I brought back from Naxos when I'd been teaching there. And me and friends, James, I remember definitely joining me with this, and probably Guy as well, and there may have been others. We would drink it with chocolate milk and making a very, very, very delicious poor man's version of a Brandy Alexander. Good times. But this one is the recipe that I got in Difford's, and there's a few different versions out there, but this captures it. Because it's a dark chocolate day, I'm going to be using some of this dark crème de cacao, but I'm also going to use the white one as well as brandy. And this is a super easy drink. So it's really a kind of dessert drink, but it's very closely related, at least in the way that it tastes, to something like a White Russian. So very easy to drink. You could probably watch The Big Lebowski while drinking it as well. Or maybe you could watch a movie about Alexander the Great. I don't know. Something like that would be fun, I'm sure. Anyway, enough of my yapping. Time to get on with making the drink. I'm using this, it's actually a blended brandy. It's got cognac and it's got Armagnac, and I think it's actually quite good. It's a little bit on the sweet side, and this is a very sweet cocktail. So, well, try it at your own risk, I suppose, if you're not particularly sweet-toothed yourself. So we're going to start with 1.5 ounces of brandy. And because it's a fairly sweet drink, if you go a little bit over, oops, that's probably not the end of the world. Sort of tame the sweetness of these two bits. So here we go. Let's go to the aforementioned dark crème de cacao. Just want 1/2 ounce of that. Like so. And then also we are going to put in the white crème de cacao. Both of these quite sweet, quite delicious, but you can have too much. And then the final ingredient on this is, if I sort through all my bottles over here, some heavy whipping cream. It's up to you, but in the recipe I saw on Difford's, it was 3/4 ounce, and I think that's a bit right. About right, not a bit right. Although it's also a bit right, I suppose. We'll put that in there, close this up so I don't spill it all over the place. And obviously, because it is a drink with lactose in it, it's shaken as you would with a drink with citrus, which this does not have. Give it a good shake because you want to make it kind of a bit frothy when it comes out. Okay, I think that was enough shaking. It's nice and chilly on the shaker there. I'm just going to pour this straight out, and because of that dark crème de cacao, this is coming out looking a quite dark brown colour, so I think that's appropriate for National Chocolate Day. Should kind of look like what it is. And it takes a little while to come out. I should have possibly used a strainer, but I kind of like the way as you shake it out, it kind of aerates it as it comes out, so you wind up with a sort of very light foam on top. And that's handy because the topping on this, you'll want it to settle on top. just get some nutmeg. I don't know if you can see that there. I've got my grater here. Just grate a little bit of nutmeg on top. A little goes a long way. I might have overdone it last night when I made one of these each for myself and Kate. But there we go. Got to celebrate Brandy Alexander Day as well as Dark Chocolate Day. So let's see what we've got. Yum, that is a real after dinner treat. Cheers.